Hi guys, welcome to Premier Football Chat. So this week we're going to preview the Premier League fixtures. So there's a big one at the Emirates Stadium between Arsenal and Liverpool. So Liverpool and Arsenal is a very big fixture that's taken place throughout the Premier League years, and it's had many highlights like the one where Robbie Fowler scored a hat-trick in about 4 minutes, and also the ones where with Thierry Henry where he scored that goal from the halfway line at Highbury and took everyone on and scored. Last season it was a good game. I think it was very tight at Anfield up until when Mikel Arteta and Jurgen Klopp had that spat on the touchline. Then after that it was just all Liverpool. But this season it's been a bit different because Arsenal have started really well. I think they've only just lost once at Old Trafford, and they played well that day as well, but they were unlucky. And for Arsenal as well, they need to prove that they can beat one of the teams at home in terms of like Liverpool and Man City, because they haven't done that for a little while now. And if Arsenal are going to get closer and even challenge this season for the league, it'd be good for them if they could get a win against Liverpool. I think it's going to be a very tight game. I feel like Arsenal are really good at the minute, especially at home, and they're got a very good feel-good factor at the Emirates and around it as well. Like Arsenal fans are really looking forward to their next game, and this is a big test for them. So I think it's going to be quite a tight game. I'm not sure if Arsenal will get the win. I'm probably edged towards a draw, even though Liverpool are in the best of form. But I feel like they might raise their game, and they've still got good players as well. They've got like Luis Diaz. You've got Nunes back, and obviously Mo Salah, who's not been at his best, but he's still a quality player. And then you've got Gabriel Jesus for Arsenal, who's been in really good form, man, exceptional. And Martinelli as well, he's been really good for Arsenal. So there's just quality like on both teams, and I feel like it's going to be a very, very, very good game. I can't wait for it, to be honest. Let's have a look at the other Premier League fixtures that have taken place over the weekend. So you got Bournemouth against Leicester. To be honest with you, I didn't even watch the Bournemouth versus Brentford game at the weekend, like last weekend, because it was 0-0. I thought probably wasn't a good game, to be honest. And Leicester, they did really well at the weekend, and on Monday night they played Forest, and James Maddison was just on it, scored a brilliant free kick. He's been talked about for the England squad. I'm not sure if he's going to make it because I've heard obviously there's been a story that he was selected for England once under Southgate, but he pulled out of the squad and then he was seen at a casino, and then whilst he was an England game playing, so afterwards I don't know if he's been picked, and I don't think he's played for England since that. He might have been picked, but I don't think he's played for England. So I feel like I don't think he's going to, unfortunately. He's a good player, he's a class player, but I don't think Southgate's going to pick him. But I don't know if that says more about Southgate or Maddison, to be honest with you. But I feel like Leicester, they got that big win, and they needed that as well because Brendan Rodgers were under pressure, and I was thinking maybe his job would be at stake. But after that win, then I think there'll be a huge confidence boost for Leicester going into that game at Bournemouth. But Bournemouth have picked up points against everyone in and around them. Like they've beaten Forest away, like that was a brilliant comeback. And they beat Villa at the start of the season as well. And they've picked up points against teams that you kind of expect them to pick up points against. And they've lost against like the really top teams like Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool. And the Man City and Liverpool games were both away from home as well, so they're doing well, to be honest. So next up we've got Chelsea, who play Wolves. So Chelsea got a brilliant win against AC Milan in the week, and it was 3-0. Good goals from Reece James as well. He's a very good player, and a lot of people are comparing him to Trent at the minute. So who's going to get that slot at right back for England? It's a tough one, like they both got decent delivery into the box. So people say Reece James is probably better defensively, But it's going to be, it's going to be closer between the two of them. You can literally flip a coin, to be honest. Trent Arnold also scored a good free kick in midweek as well in the Champions League. So, yeah, both quality players. But and then Wolves as well. They've just recently got rid of Bruno Lage. I feel like Chelsea will win this game. Yeah, I think they'll win this. So it's Man City against Southampton. So I think last season Southampton actually got a draw against Man City at the Etihad. I might be wrong on that one, but I think they did because sure I heard Pep mention that. But this season, I can't see them getting a point, to be honest. Like they've got so many good players in Man City. Like Haaland's in form at the minute; he's just scoring for fun, man. Like I don't think we've ever seen anything like this, have we, in the Premier League? A lot of people said that he'd struggle as well, but he just seems to be scoring for fun and just getting hat tricks. So he's just getting to the point where it's normal for him to score a hat trick as well. So I feel like he'll probably score again at the weekend or have a goal contribution. He must be I don't know how you prepare for someone against that like Haaland, because you could be, as a defender, you could be having a good game for about 89 minutes or something, but he just needs one chance, and he will probably get one chance at least in this Man City team, and you probably back him to score as well, to be honest. So yeah, you can't really. It's hard to prepare for someone like that, to be honest. Like you just gotta hope he has an off day. Hope that you're on it. And then Newcastle against Brentford. I think this will be a good game. Like this will be a decent game. Like Newcastle got a good win at Fulham as well. So Fulham went down to 10 men quite early on. I think it was after 8 minutes, and then Newcastle scored a brilliant goal through Miguel Almiron as well. He scored a couple, and he's had a really good season, especially after what's been said about him with Jack Grealish. He's done well. Brentford have also done well this season as well. So I think Newcastle will do well. To be honest, I'm just seeing now that they've got a win ratio of 39% since the takeover, which is really good for them actually. Like they'll obviously want to up that over the coming years, and Eddie Howe will hopefully be the guy for that to take Newcastle to that next level. They'll be hoping. And then in the evening kickoff on Saturday, it's Brighton against Tottenham at Brighton. So I think that'll be a good game. Tottenham, I don't know about them on the road. Like they've not really played that well, to be honest. Like they got outplayed against Arsenal at the weekend, and they'll be looking to bounce back. They got a 0-0 in the Champions League against Frankfurt, and I wasn't impressed with them against Lisbon either away from home. Whereas Brighton, on the other hand, they've done really well this season. They're like playing teams off the park. They went to Anfield, played really well, scored 3, unlucky not to get the win. Went to Old Trafford, played Man United off the park from start to finish, and they're a big problem as well at the minute for teams, man, because they can play good football. It'd be interesting to see how they adapt without Graham Potter, but they got off to a good start with a point at Anfield. But I don't know, Tottenham have got that quality as well in terms of Harry Kane and Son and Richarlison. And yeah, they'll be looking to bounce back after that North London Derby Day defeat. But it's going to be a good game, that one, I reckon. And then on Sunday at Selhurst Park, it'll be a good game between Crystal Palace and Leeds, with a very good atmosphere, I reckon. Leeds played really well, held out for a 0-0 against Aston Villa. They went down to 10 men for almost half that game, so they did really good in that one. I know Jesse Marsh has been complaining about teams time wasting, like Everton and Aston Villa at Ellen Road, but it's interesting because he's got a point about people time wasting and stuff like that, and I kind of agree with it. Like it is one of my pet peeves in football, people time wasting. But at the same time, you got to be careful because you might be playing. Leeds United could be playing a Man City. They could be 1-0 up at home. and it could be in the last few minutes of the game. What do you expect Leeds to do? Do you expect Leeds to run the clock down, or will they play? Or will they play normally? I think they'd run the clock down as well. So it's just one of them. It's gamesmanship. It's been around for time, and it's gonna be around for a long time as well. So there's not a lot we can do about it. It's down to the referees. And I know there was at the start of the season they were trying to clamp down on it, but it seems to be like one of them where the referees don't really seem to clamp down on things at the start of the season. Then after 2-3 games, it's sort of forgotten about, isn't it? They just forget. Let's have a look, see what other games. So I know there's a game between Manchester United and Everton at Goodison Park. So that's a 7 o'clock kickoff. I'm not sure why that one's 7 o'clock, but yeah, Manchester United are another team like Tottenham that need to bounce back after that Derby Day defeat in Manchester. It was a bad game for them. Outplayed from start to finish, really. Like, they did sort of produce a fight back in the second half, but the game has already gone, to be honest. So the thing with Manchester United is, I feel like if you give them the ball and they have a lot of possession, and you say to Manchester United, you break us down, they tend to find it hard to like break teams down. They're very like slow on the ball and play the safe pass rather than the killer pass that breaks through the lines. Whereas Man City will play that, they'll be passing the team, they'll stretch the opposition, they'll go left, they'll go right, and they'll eventually wear you down with passes through the lines. Whereas Manchester United, it's all in front of you, so it's more comfortable to defend against. So that's why I feel like they struggle to break teams down. So I feel like Everton will probably sit in against Man United, and then we'll just say, "Can you?" And Everton will probably look to counter attack. But it'll be an interesting game to see how it goes, because the Everton fans will be up for it. It's a Sunday night game, 7 o'clock, Goodison Park under the lights. Man United in town, going to be bang up for that one. And then we've previewed the Arsenal Liverpool game as well already. So there's another one which is West Ham against Fulham. West Ham just got a 1-0 win last night at Anderlecht, so yeah, I feel like they're starting to come good now. They got the win as well last Saturday evening against Wolves, so they'll be looking to get a win in this London derby. Fulham make the short trip across, but they've got Mitrovic back now, so they'll be hoping they can get some goals from him as well. So it's going to be a good game, that one. I think I've tipped towards West Ham winning that. But yeah, Fulham have impressed me actually this season. Like, they're taking the game to the teams, getting results as well, done really well. So yeah, I think they'll be safe this season, like, because they've been a bit up and down, haven't they, the past few seasons. And yeah, there's one more game on Monday night. It's a big game as well. Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa at the City Ground. So it'll be East Midlands derby. No, sorry, Midlands derby, because Aston Villa are West Midlands. But yeah, it'll be a good game, that one. I think it's a massive game, like, especially after Nottingham Forest lost 4-0. And yeah, they need to bounce back as well. And it's a big game as well for Aston Villa and Gerrard. They've got good players, Villa, but they're just not performing as well as I'd expect them to. And Villa have Forest have given Steve Cooper their backing as well. So they've backed him in terms of him signing a contract till 2025. I thought he'd be under a bit of pressure, to be honest, like, with his job, like, but they seem to be giving him the backing and thinking that he's the man to take Forest out of the relegation zone. But we'll soon see. They've signed 20 plus players this season, and it's not really quite gelled for them yet. I thought it would do, to be honest. I thought they'd be in around mid-table, but yeah, we'll see how they get on. It's a big job for Forest now, because they've played Bournemouth and lost at home, and they also played Fulham, who went up with them, and they've lost. Excuse me, they lost at home as well, so it's a very big game. for them to against Villa. So yeah, we'll see how they get on. So yeah, that's the Premier League fixtures for this week that we've previewed. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll do a few more of these videos. Let me know what you think as well. Who do you think's going to perform well this weekend? Who's going to get the results? And smash the like button, and thank you for watching.